Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Terra Invicta. We killed an alien, we are mining Mars finally, there are more mines on the way, perfect. We are finally looking good here, we need to prop these numbers up a little bit, especially the mission control, and I'm thinking about making a mission control hub as the next one as soon as we're getting another point in there. Just to have more mission control that we then can use to make more science and stuff. But we also need some stuff for ships, so... and the problem is if you go too high in mission control, and not in available mission control, but in used mission control, these guys won't like that. And they will murder us, so you need to be careful. And we need to be as well.
You're kidding, right?
Also, I need to research some
I could
stuff.
set you on fire on live TV, right? And it wouldn't change a bloody thing. That's how much they love me. Chairman Soren van Wyk, post-trial comments to the news media.
Yeah, I know why this guy belongs to jail. I mean, I could set a puppy on fire on live TV, right? And it wouldn't change a bloody thing. That's how much they love me. Oh my god, you need to be strangled in the streets. That's disgusting. Whoever controls the media controls the mind. Though the platforms of mass media and debate have changed almost beyond recognition over recent decades. That's very true. That essential truth remains the same. The arrival event has caused not just widespread panic, but also widespread opportunism. For many, the hysteria caused by this grandest of revelations is the ideal way to control hearts and minds. Yay. Conspiracy theories, ultranationalism, radicalization, and even misplaced religious awe, servants, abound, and it is important that cooler heads manage the message before society falls into greater division than ever before. Ooh, I think we wanted this. Oh, that's kind of bad. Okay. Maintaining order and coordinating Earth's response to both this and any future visitations is crucial, and there's much to be gained from establishing new ways in which the world's leaders might address our species as a whole. It is increasingly likely that humanity will one day be dispersed throughout the stars, and if we are to retain any sense of togetherness, we will need effective lines of communication across worlds. Worlds, yeah, not only our world. A rival culture and broadcast outlet. This is bad. Why didn't I get that? They are sniping me. Oh no, I didn't want that. I actually didn't compete much here. That's why. And the good thing is we're not getting penalized that much anymore. I hope this one is finally finished in a second because we need this. You know what? I'm quite firm here. I'm going to put that away and put more in here. And I'm also quite firm here for now in my great nations, so we'll just keep that.
Securing our control.
Defend interest. Kill.
Going into hiding.
So we should be fully defended again. Unless Mongolia, that was the wrong way around. Mongolia needs to be defended still. Kazakhstan at least is good.
Complete.
Ah, see, Red Harvest is still at 20. God damn, this guy is the best. He is an absolute asset. Thank you, Red Harvest, for being so great. Not really interesting.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Just by 1%. My god, okay. You don't need to do that again. US is good.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Perfect. Again, we have another one open. That is perfect. That is what we wanted. Why I pushed so much into this. 40 extra points. Now that's the first China point. Indeed. Administration node. Oh, this is so good. So, do we need to be in interface orbit for this? Low Earth orbit. It needs to be low Earth orbit. Oh god, that's kind of shit. Okay, so we need at least one station in low Earth orbit that is just doing this to give us more bonuses. Costs a lot of shit though. An office suite that increases a hub's economic output and our faction's overall efficiency. I don't see the economic output income, but sure. Oh, a hub may only have one of this type of module. Okay, so we need to plan that into any station we have in low Earth orbit to maximize our points. Okay, good that I'm reading this. Take back that he is shady. He has proven his worth to the organization. Oh yeah, he did. What is that weird white resource? Yeah, that's these points. There. These are our control points. So we definitely want those, because that means more China. And more other things, you know. We definitely want that. That is a good way to boost this. But if only every hab can only have one of them, that means we have 4 times n, and n is the number of habs in low Earth orbit that we can get this from. It's not much. It's really bad. Oh, module confers 3% bonus to habs production. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So, actually our money thing would be really good with this. The bonus to HAPS production works everywhere, but the control point capacity is only in low Earth orbit. So we could still benefit from this on other stations and other places, but this only applies to low Earth orbit. So we want this on every low Earth orbit station that exists. As soon as possible, but it's gonna take a bit. This is... Oh, it's not bugged. It was just scrolled down. Damn it. Okay. -1 on sabotage facilities. That is good. Sabotage hab modules, so they can't explode. There's a lot of stuff I have actually marked as very important. Water purification would be great for more fuel. Tourist berth. That gives money and influence. And is cheap. I mean, slots are not that cheap. It's only allowed on Earth either. This one doesn't even cost boost, but the space hotel does. When you put a space hotel down, you also pay boost. That's why you need boost in the end game. Yes, settlement mining complex. No question. It's just, it has to happen. But I don't need to rush it that much. Let's just have it this way. Nope. I want this. And I want this hard, so let's go. Next mission phase. Also discussing... Oh, low Earth orbit. Wait. There is something I've forgotten. Where are these fleets? Can we see one of these fleets? Because if they're not landing on Earth, they're doing something else. Also, we will kill these stations at some point and take them over. I want all of these. All of them. They are not allowed to have any stations in low Earth orbit. For exactly the reasons we have seen thusly. I don't see the ships. Why don't I see the ships in low Earth orbit? There should be ships of aliens around here. Because I wanted to show you something. Because they're smart. They're still transferring, okay. Because what they will do, if they do not crash, they will do surveillance. Doesn't sound bad, right? They're just surveillancing Earth. Maybe they're scanning some stuff and finding things. Yeah, surveillance is the worst thing for you that they can do. Because their abductions, together with their surveillance, boosting their mission points. So the more abductions they do, the better the points they're getting, the better the bonus. And the surveillance actually gives a modifier on that. It's ridiculous. So you really don't want them to surveil on Earth. And that is just disgusting. And it's nowhere explained. I haven't found that, at least so far, in the game. It's really, really shitty. Do we want more military? I mean, one military here, yes. For sure. Should we switch some things? I mean, finally the inequality is going down, and finally the cohesion is going up, which is nice. We have some subversion, which we probably should fight. We're not in the mission phase yet, but should I go to improve military harder? Because this needs to go up to 7. That is where we need it. I think I will. That is actually a good one that we need to keep an eye on. Is it possible to play as Hydra? No. No, aliens are out of your reach. Also, why? It's basically an instant win. It's like playing the servants, actually. You can play the servants and basically, not quite, but basically be AFK for the whole game and they will just win. Because the AI cannot fight the aliens on their own. And you don't want them to fight the aliens on their own because, you know, what would that do? That would make you useless. Why would the player need to play if the game plays itself, basically, you know? But it's just... The game should adjust when you're the servants that they can do a bit more. You can conduct a hostile takeover mission on the servants. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I don't care. I've seen an alien there. What are you doing? Yep, this is really horrible. They're doing that for a year. Oh god. These give them a gigantic modifier. Well, an actually very small modifier, but that is a more enforced. There's a feedback loop here. The more they abduct, the more this modifier improves their points. And they can get like a +9 to all their things or some bullshit. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I probably have it open still if I wanted to really look for it. But the important part to know is it doesn't matter what the math is actually, because you can't see these numbers anyway. As far as I've seen, I can't see how many abductions have been taken place so far. I have no idea. Maybe here? Nope, there is no tooltip. Okay. Oh, maybe? Is there a tooltip? There was something for a second, but maybe it was this one. But you know, there is a modifier they can get from surveillance and just numbers in terms of what they abduct. Oh, there was something. Optimum launch window. No, I don't care about that. It's just a ridiculous bonus that they can get. There is a cap on that bonus for their missions, but it will just make them so potent. It's really bad. You don't want that if possible. You're going to stabilize
We'll
this
restore
nation.
peace to this nation.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, you just go here.
I will try to sway the public.
Where
Red
to?
Harvest. You're still seen. I don't like it, but I want you to do some stuff here. Because you should have much more success than this guy did.
We'll make
50-50
our
chance.
appeal.
Let's go.
Reporting in.
Anything important here? No. Can't do anything. No orcs or nothing. Yeah, all these orcs mean nothing to me. You could help somewhere, but your persuasion is really shitty now. But your espionage is a bit better, which is nice. This is not espionage, it's investigation. I mean, it's okay for you, but it's not good. I could try to increase some unrest, like in India. How well would that go? Really badly, probably. Yeah. Yeah, really badly. Oh my god, look at that. So you need more popular support, but we could coup India at some point, or just make them rebel against these guys so they can't spoil the shit out of them anymore. Which is bad for the real end boss, which is not the aliens. The real end boss in this game is the what's it called?
Where do you need me?
Global warming, climate change.
Protecting
Climate
our
change is the real
interest.
word.
I'm
for it.
here.
Global warming is bullshit.
for
Sabotage a
you
project, maybe? Sure.
Breaching lab security.
I mean, that will really piss the aliens off, but we haven't done much against the aliens apart from assassinating one of the counselors. Yeah, and you're probably doing the same. So they might just come down to Earth as well. Fuck. Okay, they're a bit pissed, apparently. They destroyed one of our stations. And that was our good station with the construction module. Fudge. These bastards. Shoot it out of orbit. With what? With hope and prayer? Because that's all we have. We have no weapons. Our stations are completely undefended. We have nothing yet. That's the problem. That's why they could just come in, destroy it, done. The thing is, though, I think there was a crew there, so they have gathered an atrocity. I don't know what atrocities do, actually, but Can't check number of abductions, sadly. Yeah, see, it's probably in the save game files where people checked. It is possible that the visitors did not expect humanity to leave the confines of our home world. It is equally possible that our rapid technological advancement is something they have encountered before, in battles fought against other species from other worlds, and they were entirely prepared for this eventuality. Whichever might prove to be true, the outcome is the same. They are clearly angered by humanity's presence in space, and have struck accordingly. Though, I don't know where that came from. Probably just a retaliation for us killing the counselor, because this is not the problem. This is not the problem. That was probably just a counselor assassination retaliation. Yeah, I know these numbers, Mamilo. I found them too. I don't want to talk about it if I can't see the numbers, because it means nothing. The calculation is just basically useless. Whichever might prove to be true, the outcome is the same, blah blah. Life beyond the bosom of Earth is a fragile, hard-won thing, and thus the alien assault has had tragic, devastating consequences. Some feel this only proves that Earth cannot possibly hope to oppose these aliens. Others interpret it instead as proof that humanity cannot thrive as long as these extraterrestrials remain within our solar system. There it is. That is the real one. Why would we not be able to do anything? We haven't even tried. For now, only one thing is certain. No human targets beyond their reach. Yeah, and also, they destroyed something. Cool. But even if we do nothing, what stops them from just bombarding us from orbit until nothing remains? There's literally nothing that stops them. So doing nothing is no option. That does nothing, you know? If we now think about this threat would be real, there would be aliens in space around in our solar system that could, from the get-go, you know, from when we found them, kill us. And they're not doing it for some reason. The only course of action that we would have, if they are aggressive, which they have shown to be multiple times now. With this last act, I mean, there's nothing that speaks against them being aggressive now. The only course that we could do, that we could take, is trying to defeat them, because when we try to defeat them and all die, it's the same thing than if we just wait and all die. It's the same outcome. There's no difference. So the only right thing to do is actually to try to do something. It doesn't matter how shitty it is. It just doing nothing has the same result. So if we want to change that result, which, you know, surviving probably is a good thing for us, then we have to do something. Actually, yes, I am saving a little bit of a tiny bit of boost if I just do a level 1 and then upgrade directly to a level 2. I think I do 1.5. This is 7.5, right? 7.5. Let's try that. Low Earth orbit. This is the... I don't know, the other one wasn't named really. It was just a random name that we got. This was our shipbuilding hub, though. Should we name this? What would be a good name? Something revenge? Nah? But I mean, they murdered a lot of people, and I think we had a quarters there. I think they have a... Let me see. I wanted to go here. No, where was that? Here. No. There. They don't even have an atrocity, so that station didn't have one. I'm gonna put one in. Maybe that dissuades them? Oh. Oh, yeah, and also we have debris now. And that destroys our solar power. Oh, that's great. This orbit has one dangerous... Oh, maybe it doesn't. This orbit has one dangerous cloud of debris from space assets that have been destroyed here. Debris clouds present a hazard to undefended stations. Oh, yeah. We can't defend yet. So that's great. Most of our stations are in this orbit, so haha, fun. So this is the Hanjin station. This is the LEO We Are Coming station. We are coming for you. There you go. Just, you know, to let them know. Just so they are aware what's up. 60 days? Oh, actually, that doesn't cost me anything. It's actually pretty good. I don't know why. But... because this was our station, the only one with the construction module, right? Or am I crazy? I'm probably crazy. Elio Cat Haven doesn't have one. No. That has a crew. This has a quarters. We'll put a quarters on this one now, too. And the other one is Rollet Station. I mean, this will have construction modules, but it's not finished. For a while. Unfortunately, this will take now much longer. We have shipyards now as well. That's pretty good. We could actually go to good shipyards. I would like to have other stations here as well, but for now it's probably good. Boland. Yeah, that was our station with the construction module. Don't know why that works now. Still, why it is so quick? But okay, it's fine. This one. We are coming for you. We want to have... oh, I need to wait on this until this is finished in 60 days, because only then I can do tier 2s. I mean, it would probably be fine to do tier 1 right now, and then upgrade it. Power, that sucks though. Yeah, we'll try. It's gonna have to wait for a sec, but it's fine. At least we're making some money still.
Making things safe for our people.
Okay. Oh, Monaway has started playing Terra Invicta, it shows me here. Enjoy, Monaway. It's definitely fun.
We have hacked the research data.
Yeah, no global command structure for you. I mean, no nanofactories would be nice, but this is the most points I can destroy. I've dealt the servants a major setback to their research. Haha. Screw you guys. Just pushing it up the list. I see. Okay, you tried to investigate someone. Failed.
Violence is abating.
I'm very impressed how long we have her for. I think you do that once more.
We are
just
winning
so
their
we don't
hearts
have
and
any
minds.
problems anymore. Oh my god, we actually fixed the US by now, and we're going for a perfect democracy. Wouldn't that be great? Now we're going into fantasy territory, guys. 100%. Mexico. Yeah, do that again, please. Gonna see what my latest save
We
says.
hold no sway in their minds.
I didn't have a crash. That's kind of shit. Even my latest save didn't have a crash. But you probably should play a new campaign now. A lot has changed. So it's probably better. I mean, we even got this... we even have the government in here now, and the environment as separate things we can help with. This is kind of shit. Why do you fail? Why do you fail me, Red Harvest? You are not allowed to fail me. You can go into China now as well. We have enough points. I should do that now. Red Harvest. That's your objective. Now, which one do we get? We want the security one if possible, right? That's fine. Norway and Canada. We can't switch between them. That's kind of shite. Only 10% chance. Well, I can do this a while, so should not be that bad. You can't upgrade. You don't have any orcs that could help you. I mean, we do have an unassigned one, but you can't use it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the one you lost, actually. Giving him more admin would be good. We didn't even get a lot of admin stations just because we couldn't afford them. which is not great. So yeah, you're going to do that. Wait, what?
Establishing our
We
presence.
just need to have an inn.
What's the
Once we have an inn, we're good. I think. Because that will help us be better faster. You have been seen by a few people, and I mean the those guys
Initiating deep
those weird
Ready
servant
for
guys
orders.
are probably a little bit shitty to you now, because they could be a little pissed. We're already in a war with them, so who cares? But you can't really help me in China or anywhere. It's kind of sad. Let's just look around somewhere. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Put some unrest down here.
Restoring order.
You could also investigate this person, but... The aliens are not as active anymore, suddenly, since we killed one. Which is interesting. Hey, zero-sum
If we're not
outcomes.
willing
Welcome.
to spend
This latest
whatever
update
it
is very
takes to
good.
make
Game is
sure
headed in the
every
right
one of
direction.
those rocks has our
I think
name
so as
on
well.
it by this time next year, we might as well give up now. Chairman Soren van Wyk, DWKY Industries internal memo.
I really hope they develop it much further. That could be amazing. On another note, I ordered a new CPU. Oh, that's nice. My current is an 8-core and somewhat old, going for 16 cores this time. Oh, damn, 16. Hopefully it will last a while. Yeah, I hope so too. That is expensive. But probably once, hopefully, still a bit in the future, once I need a new PC, I will probably go for 16 cores as well. Mine is 12 right now. Inevitably, private business have taken a keen interest in humanity's expansion into space. Mining rights are particularly in demand, while other firms bid to build factories and even commercial habitats. Careful regulation and the assignment of contracts and trade routes are thus necessary to achieve something never before attempted: transport goods and resources in bulk between Earth and space and from station to station. This nascent commercialization of the solar system is, of course, but a stepping stone towards a true shared economy between Earth and space. Allowing private enterprises to claim their stake can only accelerate the process. Yeah, or fuck everything up, but you know. Commercial mining companies. Not sure what that does, but we'll see soon, I guess. Finally, we got another research done. I don't know why they snipe us so much. Quantum computing can give us a research campus. Oh, I wish, but that is way too expensive right now, and I don't really care. You know what? Let's go for militarization in space or something like infrared combat lasers. Yeah, because this will upgrade our lasers in defensive shit. The thing is, we definitely need the missiles as well, and nuclear torpedoes. Oh, they are strong. But the thing is, why don't we have that yet? Why don't we have... Oh, there's the point defense array. Okay, we need infrared combat lasers. Perfect. That just comes all along. We are way in the lead here. That is good. But the Protectorate is going hard for this. And we're way in the lead here. We don't need to push this. Hydrobiology is coming up soon. I think these numbers are fine right now. Okay.
Going into hiding.
So, zero-sum outcomes. If you want a count, we have one counselor left that can be named, and we also have a lot of bases, so if you are interested, just say so. What are our counselor
I will report
thingies?
when my mission is complete.
Laying the groundwork.
Some of them are seen, and I
I will
don't like
report
it.
when my mission is complete.
Prepping for next mission.
I'm on your side.
Prepping for mission.
She's failing like she should. Good, more peaceful. Yeah, you're not really seen by many people. I mean, the Protectorate is bad, but because they hate us for some reason. Never done anything to them, but blah blah blah. Independence
Things are
movement,
cooling
don't care.
Prepping for next mission.
Thank you for the follow, Zero Sum Outcomes. That's very, very nice of you. Yeah, you need to lay low, so I'm not going to do that again.
Public sentiment is increasingly
Cool, I'd
with
love
us.
to be a counselor. You will be our spy then.
Cleaning things up.
Mexico, I mean, I guess, sure. You will be our spy then, because that's the last counselor that we have. So instead of Carlos Roberto, you're gonna be Zero. Let's do it this way. Zero Sum Outcome. Let's do camel cased. Or maybe just capitalized at all. Yeah, maybe capitalized. There we go. Zero Sum Outcome, welcome. You are already helping us a lot. You probably, in your last going under, had a change of nickname, so no one can find you again. This is a weird little graphical glitch there. Alien-based detective on Ondina. That's also quite normal. But yeah, you are our best spy and also the only spy, which has nothing to do with each other, surely. Ooh, that's good, noble metals. Baby. And good metals. We need to keep an eye on this one. There's already a base here. Yeah, it's Undina. Stupid aliens. Getting all the good resources. When is my Mars base finishing? Low Mars orbit, okay. Maybe when some of you counselors does something really, really cool, then we make a hub after, name a hub after you as well. Yeah, this is still going on, the stupid construction module, but at least we have a tier 2 station here now, and we have enough space for another one, okay. You could upgrade the fission reactor, but I want a new one first. You're gonna get a farm as well, and you're gonna get a fission reactor here. So, because that should cover all your needs for a while, and then we can upgrade this one if we need to. Do we want a shipyard in Mars orbit? Not really. We definitely want to go to Mercury soon. Infection Zone has an update too. Infection Free Zone. I have a look on that game, but the comments on that weren't that great. Because I like those kinds of games. There are a few of those games, and they were always pretty much fun. But that one, unfortunately, didn't sound that great. But I definitely am looking at that too. Tainted Grail, oh, and Distant Worlds 2. Yeah, Distant Worlds 2 had a few updates. Just recently, yeah, just today I saw a tactical upgrade, actually, which interests me as well. Just don't have that much time, guys. It's just... I want to play so many games, and there's just not enough time in the world. I have an attorney, 2 operatives, a scientist, and 2 journalists in my current game. Interesting. Attorney didn't look that great, and scientist is basically useless. I mean, it's good to have a lot of science, don't get me wrong. But I wouldn't know what to do with him. Maybe just permanently advise, and for a long time we didn't have enough influence for that. But yeah, now one would be good. But would I exchange one of my counselors for scientists? I don't think so. I'm just gonna give them some more science over the time. But yeah, we had a few events where more science would have been great. Actually good for Mars, 27, yeah? 70, yeah, 27, yeah. Not 72. I can't think. What else would you need? I mean, I like a quarter so they don't kill it, hopefully. I'd also like, you know, defenses, but we're not there yet. I'm gonna reserve 2 slots in here for defenses. It's not gonna be enough, but it is a token at least. I'm just not sure if we need a shipyard here, which costs a lot. The space dock, yeah, costs almost nothing, which is fine. We could have a space dock for now. Just have a token in here. I currently have Greater Russia completed. Interesting. Yeah, I want Russia to become absorbed by Europe, because that is just so funny to me, and I want it. Permanent advisor is a huge boost when you have consolidated a large area. Yeah, it's true. I mean, we only have the US right now. If you have North America, I'll probably leave one on permanent advice as well, unless we need them really. But also, a scientist just gives science boost. I don't need science boost. I need military boost, and I need investment points boost. That's basically what I need. What does give? What does investment boost? What does that preclude? More investment boost? Because that's the most important thing. More investment means more everything. It means fixing the freaking countries that are just run down by conservative nonsense. Basically. Or, you know, autocracy. Autocrats. Kratz. Energy labs are basically going to build around Mercury because it's also necessary there for some reason. And which I will explain at some other point. Oh, this is hydroponics bay. This was dumb. Well, I can just get rid of that then. When this is finished. That's fine. Let's just have that as a stepping stone and then we'll replace it with something else. Maybe even with a shipyard. I think I'm gonna put a token shipyard in at some point. Maybe just a space dock for now, so we know. Or maybe I could just make a station that's dedicated for that. This is a station that should just provide construction. Maybe a nanofactory? It's not around Earth, so it doesn't give us the economy boost, but otherwise, it's pretty good. And it also will give us money, and we have metal now. But we're building a few already. Although, yes, having another nanofactory and then making this into a nanofactory could work. Yeah, you know what? This cost me so little. And this is not much, so I'm just gonna overwrite this with a nanofactory and we're good. 270 days? You've gotta be kidding me. Why does this always cost so much? Or take so much time, rather? These are much quicker. Why does this take so much time? I don't understand it. Is that the normal build rate for a nanofactory? I don't believe that. Advisors boost science, miltech, and money. Command, admin, and science skills. Well, it's not money that they boost. They don't boost funding. They boost investment points. But that means command... No, admin. Admin is investment points. Yeah, that makes sense. So I want a high admin advisor to actually advise. Okay. That makes sense. Admin. I could have looked that up, by the way, but yeah. Thank you. Don't know why that takes so long. But it probably is going to speed up once we do this, once this comes live. So I'm just going to do that still. And hope for the best. But I'm not interested in boosting science points much. I mean, it's great, yes. And I'm also, I'm mostly interested actually in military because we're so low still. And I know that in about 5 years, we want this at 7-ish. I mean, 6.5 or something would be good, but we can't have that high yet. Yeah, but we will invest more in military shit. But that's basically what we want. Red Harvest, come on. Cross your fingers. 10% chance. It's not gonna be enough, but
we're taking over.
Oh my freaking god, he did the 10%. Red Harvest, you're a god. You're an absolute item. My goodness. It's a gift, yeah. Rolling perfectly at the right moment. That definitely is a gift. 100%. And we still have a few points left. Only 9 points, but it's not enough to get more in China right now. Also, basically, we want to take that away from anyone else. You know, that's the basic gist of this. And also have China do the right things, which is not being more totalitarian. You goddamn numbnuts. Welfare, yeah, and also welfare we need to boost hard. We don't care that much about funding right now. That is actually good funding already. I don't care that much about your boost. I want you to go much harder in government right now. Mission control I do care about. Military I do care about. Don't care about how many armies or navies you have. Definitely do not invest in nuclear weapons. What, are you crazy? There you go. That's what we want. That's our goal with China right now. Actually, no, I do want unity too. Maybe don't go that hard into government right now, because my plan is, it's a nice strategy, that's why I want to do that. Just get Taiwan and let Taiwan take over China, and because there is a unification there. And if you do it from Taiwan, you get the full democracy in China instantly. So you don't even have to invest in any democracy at all. Which would probably be the best thing, to be honest. I mean, the diversity... They're still diverse, which is the best point. 6.4 is the rest value. That's not great. And knowledge actually doesn't that boost that to up? It's not what we want, but we definitely want that. Ooh, environment. Maybe we go a bit more into the environment to mitigate this horribleness. I'm telling you, climate change is the absolute worst that you have to fear in this game.
Securing our
Aliens are
control.
nothing. Climate change is
Your
what
orders?
gonna kill you. Like in real life, isn't that great? Oh god. What are we doing here? I don't need to defend. Actually, you should defend, not Red Harvest. Red Harvest should not
Protecting our
defend. Red Harvest can do
interests.
something better.
Where to?
Like trying
Ready
to
to go.
convince them to be. Yeah, look, this changed a lot. I feel. This already helped tremendously. 71%. Sure.
Making our case.
Let's do some hard
Ready for
investments.
my mission.
Zero sum, what are you doing? You're laying low and you're already seen again. That sucks. Investigate some fools? Yeah, investigate Terrible Hamster right now. I want to know
Investigating
if their
target.
loyalty changed because we had some critical failures for some people.
Making things
My army's
safe
in
for
Russia
our
at
people.
6.5. It took about 15 years of investing in military. Oh, great. That sounds just so comforting. Because if we're not at 6.5 at a certain point, then we're dead. Basically. And that happened to me twice so far, which is not good. But I didn't really invest in military at all. And the problem is with military, that's a... it's basically logarithmic, I think. It's like every full point in military makes you 10 times better in combat or something. Or even more, I don't know. It's a lot. And it's very important to be up there. Am I fully... Yeah, I'm fully investing in military. Maybe I should not invest in so much other things. I don't really care about boost much right now. Yes, a trickle can go in there. I definitely care about your government, but let's keep that down a bit. You definitely need more unity. You definitely need more welfare because you are ridiculously unequal. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's America. It's very, very much all around the world. Inequality is the worst. So this should maybe help investing more into military, getting this up. Advisors could help as well. We gain 100% more revenue from sales. Sure, why not?
Person of interest surveilled.
That was an investment at 10%. Yeah, I need to invest harder, is what that means. Loyalty score at 14 is not bad. I want to know what Joy has, because he cannot get himself happy. Investigate counselor
Order
mission,
is returning.
sure. We're stabilizing Mexico.
The
Good.
people will come to our side.
Mexico. Information leak. Sensitive military secrets have been leaked by United States of America. It's probably just War Thunder again. I mean, it's more than a meme by now, right? The leaks reveal that the United States of America has been spying on their close allies, a fact that... Oh, no, it's WikiLeaks. A fact that many are aware of, but do not want to acknowledge publicly. Worse still, these leaks reveal key details of the allies' military plans, supply levels, and other secrets. Is that because they are at war? The leaks appear to have originated in an online chat room of some kind. Due to our influence over the United States of America, this effect reflects poorly on the resistance. Some response will have to be made. Make a standard apology, small public loss around the world, announce a sweeping security review and enhance safeguards. Okay, yeah, we could do that. Gives us more influence and it doesn't impact our public opinion. Probably worth it. Focus on safeguarding our agents. This is better. This is much better. I want this ops. Traitors must be executed. So, probably for the servants or humanity first. Okay. Let's safeguard our agents because we care about you. You know, we care about all of you guys. It's fine. It's good. Aliens are doing shit again. I don't know what they were
People
doing in
will
the
come
meantime.
to our side.
Weird. That is really, really good. Repeat that. Now we have an inn in China. Now we're good. We can keep that up. I don't like it. Oh my god, that's so many again. Finally, that one. Okay, we can go into the direction of actually taking some Hydra down, detaining them. Our pre-autopsy assessment reveals that, as expected, the aliens are carbon-based and breathe oxygen, like ourselves. I mean, how else would they live on, survive on Earth? Their ability to exist without protection on Earth makes it highly likely that the atmospheric composition on their homeworld is highly similar to our own. More unexpected is that the prevailing inverted knees anatomically theory is incorrect. What we are seeing is not the knee, but the ankle. Thus, their leg anatomy is akin that of a horse or dog, yeah, or a cat, or anyone who's actually walking on their toes. They're all toe walkers. That's what they are. Since this type of structure is better suited to speed than climbing, it is highly likely these aliens evolved on flatter terrain and perhaps were once prey for another species. The autopsy itself has yielded invaluable detail on the aliens' physiology, specifically how they are capable of feats and abilities impossible for any species on Earth. They are digitigrade. Is that the official term? I'm not sure. I'm a biologist, I should know, but yeah, I have pictures in my head of how that would look like and what bone would be what from Earth animals, at least, and humans.
Our autopsy
and
of the alien is complete, Commander.
Not sure if that would be the same here, but so this is basically, these are their toes, and this is the knee. So not this is the inverted knee, this is just their ankle. Which, you know, makes sense. It's basically like a dog. Or cat. Or any other animal that is, you know, walking on their toes. We have completed the research Hydra biology objective. We have learned a great deal from studying the Hydra corpse. Interesting skin there. It's like, here, scars that are for show, you know, for that are decorative, like decorative scarring is what that looks like, but it might not be, of course, but you know, that's what we do sometimes, humans. The alien's physiology exhibits a combined nervous and circulatory system, each Hydra possessing 3 heart brain centers. That's a lot. Well, heart brain centers is... I mean, insects are said to have multiple brains, but it's not quite true. It's just they have multiple nerve clusters that can act independently. It's not really a brain in that matter. So, is that really a brain in that matter? Can it be? Is it a completely independent bit of cells that literally acts independently, or is it just a subnode, you know, to the one brain, which it probably is. 1 in the head, proximal to the topmost vertebrae. So, you know, like with us. And 2 in the abdomen. So, in the torso. At the right hypochondrium and the left lilac region. Interesting. I'm not that good at anatomy to say what that is, actually. Not a doctor. Not a medical doctor. I'm also not a doctor, but, you know. This redundant system means that, barring a catastrophic damage to more than one heart nerve cluster, a Hydra can regenerate most of its functionality. Though the loss of one cluster is likely to limit higher cognitive function, an alien with 2 working clusters will still be able to perform basic to intermediate tasks. Yeah, I mean, you don't have 3 of these clusters for show. They are not there. That is evolutionary nonsense. Basically, or an artifact, maybe, that, you know, something that didn't have much impact on in an evolutionary sense, you know, on their reproduction, because every organ you have to create as an organism costs you. It costs energy, it costs resources, and having duplicates sounds nice, but it is a lot of resources that you need to invest, a lot of energy that you need to invest to create that, which will also make your lifespan probably shorter as well, just for redundancy. That is that really needed, you know, that is a pressure there. So such a redundancy would be unless it's synthetic in a way, you know, unless they made it because they manipulated the genome, which could be. But in an evolutionary context, that redundancy would be under evolutionary pressure to be reduced if it's not necessary. So it's quite interesting if we ever find a species that actually has that. Because what is the reason for that? What is the extrinsic pressure on them that is needed? You know, if they would be or if they have been a species that was basically prey, and you know, over millennia they were often injured in a way that would instantly kill them, that could have been, you know, and by chance another cluster structure evolved that would let them escape, even though with diminished function, once that, you know, the normal one was actually damaged. You know, it might have happened. That might make sense in that context, but it's very interesting to think about those things, because that's not what evolution would favor usually. The Hydra's regenerative capabilities appear to make the aliens largely unaffected by senescence. Senescence is practically it's actually from plants, because from cells it would be called apoptosis. Apoptosis is cell death. Senescence is the cutting off useless structures, you know, at points that are made for that, you know, like with leaves. Leaves go through senescence in autumn because they are useless in winter. They are actually detrimental to the tree in winter because they would let them dehydrate and they would die of, you know, water loss. So they go through senescence and throw away all their leaves, because losing that structure, that's not that significantly large structure, you know, it's quite small in comparison, and all these nutrients that they needed to make it is still better than just, you know, losing water in winter and dying. So that's an interesting thing, and also interesting wording there, because I would have suggested apoptosis here, not senescence, but okay, maybe I don't know, maybe that word is used in that context here as well. While they are not ageless, they seem capable of maintaining consistent fitness, mobility, and cognition for the majority of their natural lives. Well, I would like to be one of them, please. Which our current estimate places at between 160 and 200 years. Again, I would like to switch into that body, please. Thanks. I mean, you know, tentacles and stuff, I probably get accustomed to. The trade-off is being both long-lived and resilient. Is a complex physiology that is slow to develop. The trade-off to being long-lived and resilient, is a complex physiology that is slow to develop and requires a great deal of energy. Hydra are not non-gendered at birth. Each member of the species is born with latent male and female reproductive organs that do not fully develop until precipitated by specific conditions at a certain point in their life cycle. How did you find that much out? You haven't found a child of theirs that you could, you know, dissect. That's just, it's an adult, right? Let's hope it's adults. If their children are that dangerous, oh my god, I don't want to see the adults. Blah blah blah. Though not common on Earth, uncommon on Earth, sequential hermaphroditism, which means both. Yeah, hermaphrodite is both sexes basically, is here only found in lower order creatures such as fish, gastropods, and plants. Yes. Hydras seem to only become sexual towards the end of their life cycle, and once sex assignment is complete, there is no changing back. All of this implies a low birth rate. Very so. Yeah, very much so. If you only can reproduce after 160 to 200 years, that is a long time for a lot of shit to happen that can kill you before that. We have also discovered something we believe to be more immediately relevant to our operations. While the clicking noises we recorded during the acquisition of the specimen are complex enough to be a language, we do not believe auditory communication to be the primary Hydra method of exchanging information. And I love that, because that's basically like the borons in X4, and that's just fun to me. Manaway says, and usually the leaves compost at the trunk of the tree, giving back a bit of nutrients. Yeah, in some amount, probably. Not... depending. You know, if it's on a river, it's basically just going into the river. Most of that. which is also a complex system of degradation of the leaves and feeding other animals and stuff. But yeah, it just doesn't matter right now. But I like that they're basically communicating in a different way than auditory, which is basically like the Boron do it, and which makes it so hard when they're in their spacesuit because they can't use that. And they described their communication possibilities as very flat. It's like you're looking at a picture but see no color, which is kind of fun. Instead, we have found the multi-tipped protuberance words on their face and bulbs on the back of their neck to contain elaborate sensory organs that collect data from the air and pass along that data to a hyper-developed vomeronasal organ. Okay. Similar to how snakes use their tongues. Yeah, that makes no sense. This makes sense now. The function of these hydra organs appears to be communicative as well as sensory. They have the capability to rapidly construct and emit streams of cells, which we have dubbed ferrocytes. These ferrocytes can then be absorbed by other hydras in turn. The chemicals produced by the ferrocytes can be highly complex, and we have discovered various compounds which our linguists have theorized may function as a kind of biological alphabet. This implies a bidirectional mechanism, something like pheromones, but via a living cell. Which is weird, because if you think about it, a pheromone is static. But a living cell, when it's separated from you, when you produce it, you give it a mission, but theoretically, stuff that happens to that cell while on the way could change, what it produces, and therefore changing the message, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Because it's living. It changes. So, it's a weird system, but interestingly enough, it seems to work for them. It would be... I would really love to study that, to be honest. However, if that would be real, obviously. However, the purpose of the ferrocytes may go beyond communication. Some of the chemicals bear resemblance to psychoactive drugs. So they can drug each other up, that's also good. With properties that suggest that they may have been specifically tailored to affect humans. Ooh, okay. Our science team strongly wishes to embark on a focused study of these ferrocytes. Yes, please. Over and over again, we have come back to the same question: how are the hydras controlling their human servants? And now we probably know. The human ferrocytes, these information-laden cells that the hydras produce within their own bodies, may be the key. And that is interesting, because you would assume if an organism puts out a cell, it's like poison, puts out a cell, poison has one effect that is tailored to the enemy that they want to poison. Usually, over millions of years or these thousands of years. But these cells could be programmed. You could give them a mission objective in a very, very anthropomorphic way. Spoken in a very anthropomorphic way. And that means if they persist or even proliferate in the target, so if they infect a human, like bacteria that they basically are, and then replicate with the same mission, they could do that forever. Or until the host kills them with their immune system. If there is even an immune response, maybe they can, tone that down, or maybe they're not even seen by the immune system in some way. Which would be ridiculous. Also amazing to study. We need to complete these prerequisite texts and projects to be able to complete. Okay, or it's the hydrobiology, which we've done, or the coexistence pact for all pro-alien factions, I would assume. Okay. Where's the ferrocytes? I want to go for that. I can't. So we need to wait. Okay, security measures. Oppression, who cares? I mean, xenoflora, it would be nice to get an extra penalty in our regions, so they can't do that in ours. What's important? This is actually not bad. I want this. Is that the most important, though? Heavy fission could be good. It's probably a tier 3 one, right? We're not at tier 3 yet, so I could wait. Institutional outreach. Orcs. Yeah, great. I mean, it would be good to have. Let's just do that, because we are suffering without orcs right now. But cool shit. We found some good stuff out right now. Well, not taking circumstance into account. Yeah, of course, yeah. Just basically the leaves would fall down and a lot of the nutrients would come back in a way when they are degraded, yeah. But also some of the nutrients would be, while degradation happens, would be taken in by other organisms that actually degrade them, because the leaves wouldn't degrade by themselves. You need bacteria, you need insects for that actually do that. That's also why it's important to have deadwood, leaves and shit all in the forest, because that is living space and nutrients for a plethora of insects and other species, you know, and even mice and other species that use that for cover, for living space, for food. It's very important to have that stuff in there. Panic. Oh, that's not great. Widespread panic about the aliens appears ready to break out in New York City. Rumors about the alien experiments on people in the area have led to distrust of the government's ability to keep people safe. Authorities are fearful of civil unrest. Yeah, we need the strike teams, actually. That would be so good. So let it run its course. Cohesion changes by 1 toward extreme, which would be down. I fear. If it would go up, I would take this. And unrest increases. I don't want that. Calm the public. Costs me a bit. Okay. Cohesion changes by much less. By minus 0.5. Yeah, and I don't want it to go in the negatives. We're already way too far down. And unrest only by 1. Deploy our forces to quell any disturbance. The democracy score changes by basically nothing. I'm fine with that. And that only costs me 10 ops? Yes, baby. Let us use this opportunity to grow our wealth and influence. Ugh. Stupid initiative. I hate these guys. Using such a state. Oh, so. Well, I don't care about the democracy. We're good. It's still a full democracy just because we're, you know, punching some people down. It's fine. We finally got some mining. Look at these numbers. Aren't those beautiful? We do need more of this. Do we need to upgrade these? Not really right now. I'd like to upgrade one of them. Maybe this one to just... No, we have more than enough. I don't need to. Maybe Tokugawa, because there was a reason why I had this one as being the first. Maybe we upgrade just this one. We could make another base in orbit of the Earth right now. Which would be good, because we will need more. I'm gonna upgrade this. And we'll see if we can upgrade the mining complex. That's why I want that. And also what I'm going to do is then build a new fission pile and upgrade this one. Or well, build a new one and afterwards upgrade this one so we can build more shit. I think that could be good. And I'm interested in building more stations right now. In LEO is the best actually. Having more stations in LEO would actually be really good. For so many ways. For so many reasons. And there's still enough LEO. Oh, there's only Low Earth Orbit 2 left. So I'm gonna do this. Because I want to control as much as possible. Later we can take them over as well. When we finally have enough MC. That will be good. Albania. Okay. Albania apparently has an opinion right now for us, and it's not nice. Pretty numbers, aren't they? Yeah, this really helps, and now we can actually look into getting some ships, maybe. I mean, this will be our ship station. It just needs to take a little bit longer to finish. So, okay, what are we doing?
Standing by.
We still don't have enough numbers here to get this, which is kind of sad. But you need to murder some things anyway. Yeah, go to Russia.
We'll recon the site.
Where to?
Manaway goes to...
Please keep me safe.
Tunisia.
Ready. Headed there
Joy
now.
can't, unfortunately.
Where
Red
do you need
Harvest
me?
can. You can
At
as
your
well.
service.
But you go
At your
to
service.
Vietnam.
At your service.
I would like to do so much more against the servants already, but we just can't. Ooh, this is an opportunity, actually. I mean, I don't really need this point. They're probably just going to defend it anyway. I would like them to leave it, you know, to break this point, to crack it. So we could take over. But again, we don't really need to, because once we can actually... Once we can federize everyone, and then unite everyone, this would be fine. What is happening here? We're far behind. This we are locked in. We don't need to do this anymore. We're pretty much locked in here. We're not locked in here. This will give us the actual... Okay. Interesting that it says that. So I'm predicted to be the winner here. I mean, this is secure. There's nothing that can happen. This is definitely not, and this is probably not yet. I want the yeah, okay. I want the settlement mining. That is the one. That is the one that I need. I think that's what we do. And Joy, I have no idea what to do with you, to be honest, buddy. How about you go to... I think Terrible Hamster wasn't that up there.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
Just make sure they're loyal.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Yeah, she had a 14, now she has a 16. That should be fine.
Laying the groundwork.
That's what I'm... Yeah, now she has a 16. That's okay. Maybe we investigate someone else now, when the aliens, the Alemaus, not do some bullshit. First Nation. Anchorage, nuke. No, okay. That's a lie. That's actually not a lie. You little bastards. Oh, and they will win. I cannot do shit. Cool. Still gonna
Enjoy
try.
your wealth and status while you can, my friends, because it is your certain destiny to eventually put yourself out of a job. Chancellor Li Qingzhao, presenting an award for AI Outstanding Case Practice.
That's us. Good. Yeah, to put yourself out of a job. Code has bugs and inefficiencies. Bugs must be fixed and efficiencies improved. This has been the way of things for decades, because code is written by humans. And it will be for the time to come, actually. All that is set to change, thanks to the creation of the first software that is, if not actually self-aware, able to detect, fix, and improve upon its own flaws, as well as expand its capabilities as required. I really want to see that, if that ever becomes the case, because I don't believe it. But, you know. This is the natural evolution of our previously established neural networks, achieved by the software constantly monitoring and correcting itself. In effect, learning from every mistake or unexpected result. Beyond the initial programming, the requirement for human intervention or oversight is already dramatically reduced, but ultimately we hope to achieve total automation. Not just of highly specialized tasks, but potentially of almost every aspect of our society. Yeah, that can't go wrong at all. You know, it's great if everything you need is done for you, but what are you gonna do then? There's nothing you will do. There's no way to earn money. You know, it's a horror scenario. It's not a great scenario. It's not a utopia. It's death. Unless we, you know, go away with money. That would be great. That's the, you know, let's become the Federation, you know, from Star Trek. It's just, that's how it goes then. Because otherwise, it will be a hellhole. You will be worth nothing. You will not be worth anything as a worker. You're basically, I don't know, maybe just meat on the market or something. Great future there. Because what else could you do than selling, you know, your own meat in the end? Nothing else will be worth shit. Because anything can be done more effectively by AI. Advanced superconductors could be nice. Better drives, more railguns. Yeah, railguns are important for point defense as well. So maybe we go for railguns now to have some extra damage. It's not good that these are, and we need a station for military science in Earth orbit as well for better. Yes, for better investment shit. That is actually good. The next 2 points go into such a station, or maybe the station we have secured right now will do that. Although I want the station actually to be mission control stuff. Does mission control do anything in Earth orbit? Apart from giving us more mission control, but is it bound to Earth orbit? Because I'm not quite sure right now. It needs to be an upgraded station, I think, so... Is there the mission... Do we have the mission control thing? I don't think we do. Well, it's not a level 3 one, it's a level 2 one. And we want an admin center on every one of these, which we don't have yet, unfortunately. Don't have that unlocked. Yeah, we don't have mission control yet. Damn. I want that. I want to see. I want to plan with that, and I don't know. Haven't played this game enough, apparently. Utopias are a lovely dream, but at some point you have to wake up and realize it will never happen with humans running the show. I mean, that's another point, but... You know. I mean, utopia as a word, as a term, actually implies that it will never happen.
Increasingly with us.
So, good. Yes, just invest more money. It's fine. That is worth it. 100%. This is also worth it. This is really good. Scale with escape velocity and distance from home space body. Okay. Administration node is one of those that I want. Civil defense, nuclear strikes, okay. Commercial mining, new org, and we gain 100% more revenue from sales of space resources in the Earth market. Don't care. Not right now. Actually, I'm gonna put that away. I don't intend to sell anything right now. I mean, it doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but... Oh, this is also good. This is really good. But this would be shittily quick. This would be so freaking quick. There's an ops center. That's what we need. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter where it is, guys. So basically this could be at Mercury. And we would be fine because the Mercury has so much energy it doesn't matter. It's so efficient there. Does a medical center do anything in Earth orbit? No. Oh, this is an atrocity as well. That's pretty good. Oh, that's a lot of support. Damn. Oh yeah, medical center, of course. It's basically... It's a hospital. But it gives me money. I like that. I mean, I could have 1 or 2 somewhere. And I want a life science base as well. I want a military base for sure to boost my military investments. And also get more military research, because we will need that. But I also want one of these. One of the life science things, because that boosts welfare. And we could have 1 or 2 of these in there as well, because that's just monthly. So, yeah, we could afford 3 or 4, even. Easily, and still have some stuff. Mars in my game sucks in resources. I mean, Luna sucked with us, because we have no noble metals on Luna. After the asteroid belt for me, I guess. Harder to safeguard. Yeah, that's true. Have a good night, Manaway. And I hope you had a good time. And have a good day tomorrow. The ops center is important. But is it that important? Do we have mission to Mercury? I don't like that you're already ahead. Do we have mission to Mercury? No, we don't. Why? Because we need mission to Venus before that? That doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't go to Venus before Mercury, right? Also, before we go to Mercury, we probably want a colony ship already there. Before that happens, to just instantly build a hab with a construction module in place, and then just power through hard and get everything in Mercury. Everything. That also means we want probably one mission control station before that to just boost it so hard. That would be good. Just don't know what the perfect moment for that would be, or when it would be too late. Kind of. Because when we go to Mercury, that will definitely trigger the aliens, I think, because we will have so much mission control already in usage. Maybe we should just go there. should just power through. I'm gonna look for that. This will help. This doesn't work, so it doesn't matter anymore, which makes this even better. And yeah, that means we need the fission outpost and platform kit. Platform kit would be enough. Outpost would be great if we just could get an outpost there as well. And I want energy science in there.
Connects the past of distant worlds to our present. It is a time machine and an eternal reminder that Earth is neither the beginning nor the end of existence. Director Khalid Al-Ashkar. Speech at Oxford University.
Okay. After this, we put a cut in this part, but the stream will not end. We will still stream a bit more. Since the invention of the device for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, otherwise known as the laser... Oh, L-A-S-E-R. Yeah, that makes sense. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Interesting. So that laser is actually an acronym. I didn't realize that anymore. I probably knew that at some point, but totally forgot about it. In the 1960s, our scientists have developed many ways to harness the power of light. Now we have reached another milestone in the history of lasers, the first infrared combat laser. This weaponized laser infrared is not great. Green is much better because our atmosphere just allows for green to go through. Because, you know, otherwise you wouldn't have plants. And also plants couldn't be green. So, you know, visual light is much better. Because our atmosphere is made to go. That's why we can see visual light, because our atmosphere lets it through. This weaponized laser system uses tightly focused, extremely intense infrared light pulses to burn through most known materials. It is only due to the coherence, both in space and time, of laser light that we are able to bundle it so effectively. These lasers use solid-state crystal rods to generate ultra-short pulses of infrared light. Through laser seeding technology, in which we use a smaller laser to shape the larger laser pulse, we can generate reliable infrared pulses with the same power output. Even though laser systems can be precisely aimed, the infrared light dissipates over long distances, making this weapon most effective in short to medium range combat. Due to the long wavelength of infrared lasers, they are not very effective within our planet's atmosphere. However, our scientists see the potential for new combat laser designs using visible light in our future, which would significantly increase their versatility. Surface defenses will employ basic lasers once constructed and infrared lasers once constructed. Visible combat lasers gives point defense array, which we definitely wanna beeline. We will need that. We actually need the layered defense, because that's the first one that actually helps against the aliens, if you have good lasers and good cannons, which we don't. We actually ignored them for a long time, and maybe too long, I hope not. Oh yay, more aliens coming. Good shit.
Recon complete.
They haven't replaced their operative though, which is good.
We have found something.
Russia, Vietnam,
Here's what we
and
found.
there's Tunis. What is the broadcast outlet? Probably investigation, influence, I guess. We don't need influence, really. We have a lot. Later we will, but not now. We're coming for you. Apparently. Good. Solar array? Yes, please. 60 days. Farm? 90 days, okay. Fission reactor 85. Don't need that, really, in Earth. But I definitely want a shipyard here. Because we are coming for you. Yeah, we need more power, I know. Because the shipyard is ridiculous in their power demands. I mean, we could go fission here as well, but I don't think we have to. Should I go for a second shipyard module? Maybe. Would I do that? Probably not. I'd like a hospital here, actually. Next to the shipyards? Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, I've had my armies bombarded from orbit by the aliens, so surface laser defenses are very important, yeah. Yeah, also that, because that will be a thing now as well. We can build them actually in our countries soon. And I think that's new. Oh, what is new? There are fighters in the game. I have no idea how they function. I know they're there, and I know you can build them in countries as well. But I don't know how that works. I'm really excited to see that, though. So please don't spoil anything as well. Probably a construction module would be good. Or, you know, a nano factory. Let's build that here. 270 days. It's ridiculous how long these take. What would the construction module be? 180, so about the same. How much do we have? Is that true? Yes. Upper number bigger than lower number, so good. I think that could be it for a moment, and we wait until the shipyard is finished, and that will just construct our first ships. We could try to get another shipyard, though, having 2 to begin with. I'm not sure how much that agitates them, but it's not that expensive. It's just power hungry. Just very power hungry. I have a shipyard here, and then we do need more solar. That's enough. That's exactly enough for what we have. So I would probably need another solar if I want to fill these 3 slots. What I could do, though... I'm not sure what's missing, though. I hate this. I'm gonna put a quarters in right now. We'll probably replace that at some point, but I want this to be an atrocity if they kill this. Maybe that dissuades them a teeny tiny bit. Probably not, but, you know, at the moment, there are not many atrocities that they have done. I actually had my armies bombarded from space as well. And I tried to bombard from space in one of my games, where I actually owned the US and literally all of the Northern Hemisphere. All of Europe was basically Russia and literally Europe. And I was incredibly strong, but I was incredibly late as well, which was bad. Okay, you need to kill some stuff.
To them.
I'm here.
Acknowledged.
Anything else? Nope, it's just Novosibirsk. Good. Which probably means you could investigate some peeps. We could try to find another alien, like in Vietnam. Somewhere. No, it's just these guys. Australia. Turkmenistan. Novosibirsk. Okay, that's our alien, our agent. Colombia, Mexico. I mean, we could go for Colombia and look at that, but that's
Tracking
probably not
target.
an alien.
Standing by for orders.
Ready for
Could
your orders.
do some investigation on one of our counselors, like Joy. I want to know about
Initiating
Joy.
surveillance.
Ready for my mission.
While Joy investigates, you could investigate each other, which would be so fun. You know, thinking about them staking out and watching each other with binoculars in opposite houses or something, you know, just both on stakeout, and not checking that they're watching each other. No, that is all of ours. I mean, yeah, zero sum is too hard for you. Yeah, you're actually shitty at investigation. No, let's just make, I don't know, Runaway happier. Sure, just
I'll make sure
proforma.
they're on our side.
Mission cancelled. Reporting in.
Oh, crap. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, because he's now in,
Ready
he's
for
now in
orders.
Colombia. That's bad. Okay, instead you're just going to... You know what? Go here.
We must
That's fine.
persuade the people.
Help Red Harvest,
Acknowledged.
because we need more. We need more shit. I can't wait until I can get more there done in that place. And you just go and do that again with Joy.
We'll see what they're up to.
Because I'm not sure how... Oh, I need to put a cut in here. Thank you all for watching. Leave me a like if you liked. We have done a lot of stuff. A lot of research. A lot of China progress. US is all ours. Canada is ours. Mexico is ours. Kazakhstan. Mongolia still for some reason. All good shit. I hope you did enjoy. I hope I see you guys soon. Leave me a like if you did enjoy. Don't forget to follow, to actually sub the YouTube, because that really, really helps the channel. And also you won't miss anything, any video that comes up or streams or whatever. Also go to the Discord for that. There you will have the most up-to-date knowledge about all streams coming up and many other things available, like a channel for suggestions as well. And follow the Twitter, if that the Twitch, if that is more to your liking for streams. So I see you all in the next one. Bloop bloop, everyone.